What is going on, guys? TOTW here. Welcome to the FIFA 18 Team of the Week predictions week 23. Get super cheap coins for FIFA 18 or FIFA Mobile at x3game.com in association with FIFA. Use the code TVM for 8% discount. The link is in the description. Most of us have been around long enough to know now, but just in case you're new to the game or unaware for whatever reason, Cup games, therefore FA Cup games, Champions League games, Europa League games, etc., do not count towards Team of the Week. They may, however, be given Man of the Match cards, which we will possibly visit in a video tomorrow. And with that being said, let's get into the first player. It is Erwin Zelazny, the goalkeeper from the French League, made 4 saves, kept a clean sheet in a 1-0 win. Up next is Zoran Arsenic from Croatia and Wisla Krakow. He got 2 goals in a 3-2 win. Bearing in mind he is a centre-back, that is a pretty impressive feat. Mateus Uribe, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. The Colombian for Club America got 2 goals in a 4-1 win. It's not that often we see a Den Haag player in our Team of the Week predictions, but stranger things have happened, and it would be nice to see El Kayati is the man up for it. The Dutch player got 1 goal and 1 assist, was also crowned man of the match in a 2-1 win. He would go from a 66 to a 77. Not a player we've seen before in Team of the Week predictions again. João Silva, the Brazilian, got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-0 win. Couple of potential Colombians this week. I believe the second of which to feature, Ray Venegas, got 2 goals in a 3-0 win. Mata up next, but not the one we all know. It's the one from Valladolid. He got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-2 win. He'd go from a 72 rated striker to a 79. There are always a couple of players I struggle to pronounce, and this week Oliver Kragel being one of them. Not quite sure if I'm saying that right. The German got 2 goals in a 3-0 win and was also crowned man of the match. Never have I wanted an inform more, purely because of his name and nation. Rogerinho could be the next big thing. Who knows? I'm not quite sure how old he is. He could be 43 for all I know on his last legs. But the Brazilian got 2 goals in a 2-0 win and shares a very similar name with a particular icon that I would like to pair up just for the bants, really. But we live in hope. Back to names I'm struggling with, and we've got Alex Granel, not quite sure. The Spaniard from Girona got 2 assists and a man of the match award in a 3-0 win. Josh Windass of Rangers up next. Not often that you see a Scottish League player within the Team of the Week predictions, but I'm glad to see more of them. Windass got himself a hat-trick in a 5-3 win. Murphy, however, got a hat-trick of assists in that game. I'd be very surprised if they were to give 2 informs from the same game. So just Windass for now. And up next we've got... I'm not going to try and pronounce this guy's name. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his first name. It's like Onglian Varanges, I've got no idea. Bosnia-Herzegovina player got a hat-trick and kept a clean sheet in a 4-0 win. Bearing in mind this guy is a centre-back and he's scoring hat-tricks, but well-deserved. Looks like a semi-decent card for what will probably be discard value as well. Into the starting lineup we go, and I did have a defender from Genoa, but I've knocked him out because there are plenty of other defenders within this Team of the Week that are far better, or have done far better. Perrin has made 4 saves and kept a clean sheet in a 2-0 win over Inter. That is a big result for Genoa, therefore I think he'll probably get himself an inform. So the first outfield player of the starting 11 is going to be Jordi Alba. The Spaniard from Barcelona got a goal, kept a clean sheet and was given the Man of the Match award in a 2-0 win for Barca. I think he'll go from an 86, which is his Footmas card, to an 87. Correct me if I'm wrong. He might do what Andy Carroll did and be given an 86, the same as the Footmas, but I've got a funny feeling EA will go a little bit better than that. When it rains, it pours for Yardell. He was quiet for about 18 weeks, got an inform in the 19th, I believe, and now is up for yet another one. It's going to be difficult for EA to deny him this as well. The Benfica man got 1 goal and 1 assist, also kept a clean sheet, and was crowned man of the match in a 4-0 win. He would go from an 83 rated inform to an 85. Fun fact here, but Glick is the most extinct player on the market. And what I mean by that is the player that goes extinct the most often. Reason being, he's only 10k and an 85 rated card. We could have an 86 rated Glick on our hands though. The Monaco man got 1 goal and kept a clean sheet in a 4-0 win. Down to earth with a bang now from the likes of Jordi Alba and Glick to Sean Morrison of Cardiff. I couldn't find room for him in the subs or reserves, but he 100% deserves his inform. He got 1 goal and kept a clean sheet, was also crowned man of the match in a midweek game, and on the weekend he got another goal, kept another clean sheet and was given another man of the match award. So yeah, it definitely deserves the inform. Not that he's a usable card or anything, but he deserves to be there. You'd be forgiven if you missed this, but Francis Coquelin moved to Valencia and got himself a one-to-watch card. I had to scratch my eyes a few times as well. The Frenchman got 1 goal and a Man of the Match award in a 2-1 win for Valencia, and because obviously he's got a one-to-watch card, I would imagine he's going to get himself an inform. But not the only one-to-watch Path to Glory style player within this week's Team of the Week. Staying in Spain very briefly, Sergio Canellas. He's already got himself 1 special card this year, but not an inform. This could be a pretty decent one. 88 passing, very good shooting, decent dribbling, and then a few other things that he needs to work on. But he managed to get himself a goal and an assist and was also crowned Man of the Match in a 3-0 win earlier today. And as if by magic, here he is, the 86 rated Giuliano. The Path to Glory card, of course, will go from an 84 to an 86, so if you do have it, keep hold of it for now, because this is going to be one hell of a nice looking card. Look at the state of that. 86 pace and shooting, 87 passing. It's not 100% guaranteed that those will be his stats, but it's going to be there or thereabouts. The Fenerbahce man got 2 goals and was crowned Man of the Match in a 3-0 win. Crazily enough, this guy hasn't got a one-to-watch or a Path to Glory card, but I still have the 84 rated inform of the Ukrainian Marlos. I wasn't that impressed with him. He wasn't a great card, but this one will be head and shoulders above the previous. And the previous is only about 15,000 coins right now, so I can imagine this will be around 40 to 50 max. And it's a really, really nice looking card. He got 1 goal and a hat-trick of assists in a 5-0 win for Shakhtar, so he's almost but guaranteed himself that 86 rated inform. And what an inform it looks as well. Pretty sure I featured this guy last week, but Suarez of Porto scored twice and got himself an assist and was crowned Man of the Match in a 5-0 win. Telles or Telles got himself 2 assists, would normally be in contention, but again, he's recently got himself an inform, and I think if anyone's going to get it from that game, it's going to be Suarez. And finally, in our starting 11, I've gone with Edison Cavani. The Uruguayan got 2 goals and a 5-2 win for PSG. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to someone else from that game. The only other standout player that I could see, though, was Neymar. I don't think they're going to give it to Neymar and Cavani, and I think Cavani deserves it more than Neymar. Cavani has broken records this season and is yet to really grasp on to the string of informs we'd have expected him to do before the start of the season. So Edison Cavani, in my opinion, it deserves it more than Neymar this week, but we'll have to wait and see. Now let's move on to a few possible informs. Only right that we feature him very, very briefly. Neymar, 1 goal, 1 assist and a Man of the Match award in a 5-2 win. Like I said before, I wouldn't be surprised if they threw him in there, but I think Cavani deserves it more, and I can't honestly see them putting 2 attackers from the same team in Team of the Week. Don't think that's ever happened before, and I don't think it will. So, with that in mind, bear it in mind, but I don't think so. The year was FIFA 14, and we had so many young, awesome silver German players that looked fantastic, and if we had the same inform structure as we do this year where silvers go to golds, we would have had a lot of awesome cards on our hand. This is very much one of those, or it reminds me of one of those at least. His name is one that I'm going to struggle with. Thilo Kehrer, potentially. The German from Schalke got 1 goal and was crowned Man of the Match in a 2-1 win and looks pretty decent. I can't imagine there's going to be many people who really care about this, but it's worth a mention. Nicolas Benedetti got 1 goal in a 4-0 win, therefore in contention, but there are a lot of other players in contention as well. The amount of times I've switched this guy from the starting 11 to the reserves to the subs to just not in the team at all and now in the possible is unbelievable. I think he deserves it, right? He's got a goal and a Man of the Match performance and a 2-1 win, but I'd be very surprised if he didn't get a ratings refresh if EA ever decided to do them. I would imagine they'll probably do them the first Friday after Lunar event, maybe even on the Tuesday. But if Bailey is to get himself an inform, it's going to be one hell of a card, but I just feel like he might be edged out by the likes of people like Marlos and possibly Edison Cavani and players like that. But we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he makes it in there, but I'm not quite sure. I don't often do this, but I'm going to put 2 possibles next door to each other here, right? So we've got, first up, Marco Reus. He's only scored 1 goal. It was the winning goal in a 1-0 win for Dortmund. He only played what WhoScored.com rate in a 7.7, which tends to be very accurate, and the EA will look at that and not really think that he's done that well. But his goal was sensational, so there is a chance. The other player in here is Berkey. Berkey is in with a big shout here. He made 11 saves, got Man of the Match and kept a clean sheet against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And again, of course, that game finished 1-0 to Dortmund. So I would imagine one of them may get it. I'm leaning more towards Berkey than I am Reus, but I'm not quite sure whether they would want to take Perrin out. And if they did, they'd probably want to put someone else in from that Genoa game. And there's just not an awful lot of space for the outfield. So one of those, potentially. And there we have it for Team of the Week predictions week 23. If you feel like I've missed anybody, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, though, I'd like to reiterate that cup games, Champions League games, FA Cup games, etc. do not count towards Team of the Week. Therefore, we won't have any Liverpool players or any Manchester United players or anything like that featuring this week. Unfortunately, Premier League games on either. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, do me a favour and smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. And until the next time, goodbye.